Welcome to 20 minutes of flex and refresh. Thanks for taking some time out of your day or maybe even your evening or afternoon to bring some awareness into your body and to circulate some energy. So here we are, feet are about 3 to 4 inches apart. We're going to start by rolling our shoulders forward and back. Into your shoulder joint, yes. Looking down, knees bend, and looking forward. Just a nice time to get out of your chair if you're sitting down. And once again, just bring some movement into your body. 4 more here. You can bend your knees as much as you'd like to. 3. We have 2. And then 1, so shoulders are back. We're going to interlace our fingers behind our spine right there. And then as best as you can, even out your shoulders and begin to look up. Not a big move, just a couple of inches, your chin up towards the sky. Then come back to vertical spine. Take your right ear over towards the right side. Bigger hands might naturally want to move to the left. Totally fine. And come through center, and then take your left ear towards your left shoulder, and maybe your hands drift over to the right side. We'll do it again. We'll inhale, and then over to one side, exhale. And I often talk about this, the need to move our necks in more directions than just looking down and back to center. You come back to center. You can keep your hands interlaced behind your back and then look over your right shoulder. You come to center and exhale to the opposite side. You come back to center. Now the reason my fingertips are interlaced and resting on my lower back is that it helps to open up my shoulders, your shoulders. And then we come through center. I'll turn to the side, bend your knees, and you could be here. This could be totally fine. You could be here, or maybe you go all the way down, looking between your knee joints and drawing your arms over your body. And then we're going to release our fingertips down towards the ground and walk our hands up towards our thighs. These are standing cow-cats. Belly down, gaze forward. Exhale, breath, and round your spine. Inhale, breath, looking forward. Exhale, breath. And then inhale, breath. And an exhale, breath. Just doesn't feel like would be a stretch or a flex and refresh class without these standing cat-cows. And we have an exhale here. Now we're going to stay a little bit longer with your belly down and your gaze forward. You'll find a neutral gaze. Now let your lower back really scoop. And then as you exhale, a couple extra breaths, lengthening your cervical spine. Then take your hands maybe on your ankles, could be your ankles, your knees could be bent. And then you're going to straighten your legs and you're going to look forward. This is a variation of a halfway lift. So I'm not really halfway up. And again, if it feels more comfortable, just bend your knees. And for a deeper stretch, straighten your legs. From here, you can maybe, with knees bent or straight, place your hands on the tops of your shoes or your feet. It could be your fingertips as you lengthen forward. Once again, totally fine to have our knees bent. You're going to bend your knees to roll right back up. And now bring your arms up. It's a full body stretch here. And take one ankle behind the other. So it's going to be the ball of my left foot. And then as you exhale, you're going to take that foot down. So notice my ankles are crossed. And then hands on the tops of your thighs. Once again, maybe your shin bones, maybe your ankles. If it feels okay, place your fingertips down. So with my right foot forward, I'm going to walk my hands over to the right side. This is an IT band stretch outside of your left thigh, knee, and outside of your left shin bones. Come back to center, and then we're going to roll up. You'll find some balancing conditioning right here. And then as you exhale, take a step out carefully and bring the opposite ankle back, right? So I want to feel like I'm really balanced. I'm going to slide my hands. I could pit stop here at the tops of my thighs, here on my shin bones, maybe the tops of my feet. And if your fingertips can reach to the ground, that's great as well. And then you would walk your hands over to the left side, but you'd scoot your right hip towards the right. Then come back to center, engaging your inner thighs to lift all the way back up, 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 up. Here we are. Then uncross your ankles. Right there. So we're in a mountain pose here with arms really, really straight. As you exhale, side body stretch. Then an inhale breath, and we're going to open and twist to the right side. An inhale breath, and we have a side body stretch. I'm going up, so I'm going to lengthen the right side of my body as I bring my left hand to my outer left thigh. We're going to lift up again, keeping your hips square to the front. Let's go ahead and twist. And then arms lift up. Another set, side body stretch. Inhale, breath a little bit faster. Exhale, open and twist. Inhale, breath. Exhale, maybe a little bit more length to create a little bit more depth. Inhale, breath here. Exhale, open and twist. And then bring your hands up and take your right arm under your left. Your palms are going to face each other. Separate your feet a little bit. Inhale, bring your elbows in line with your shoulders or as close as you can. Upper back stretch. Exhale your elbows down and then release your hands. Bring them behind your head and fall back into your fingertips as you look up. We're going to reach our arms high. We have the second side. Exhale, opposite arm under. And again, elbows in line with your shoulders. Just hold here for 3. And hold for 2. Release your arms, bring to the back of your head. Draw your chin up, hold and support the weight of your head. And then let's lift up. Inhale, we go back to the first side, right arm under. And then you're going to lift your elbows. This time, bend your knees and draw your elbows towards your navel. For that wonderful, beautiful stretch of your lower spine. Release your arms up. I'll turn to the side. And this time, hands on your lower back. Support your lower back and begin to look up. And then lift your arms high, vertical spine. You have the opposite arm under. And then we lift our elbows up, bend our knees, and round our spine. Release your arms, hands high. And again, hands on your lower back. Push your hands, lift your eyes. Keep your pelvis mostly neutral. And then we lift up, inhale with our arms high. And we take a further step out, exhale. Heels and toes out, your shoulders come up. Here's a twist to one side. Come to center, stay nice and low. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. And then come back to center. And here's our twist. We come to center. You'll toe your feet in just slightly. If it feels accessible, hands on your ankles, elbows, inner thighs. So my spine is definitely in a halfway lift. And this feels like too much for you, I'm just going to say rest your forearms on the tops of your thighs. If that feels like too much, you can continue to bring your hands on the tops of your thighs. This is a great hip opener. And then maybe rock a little side to side. There are so many shapes that we can bring our body into in order to affect different muscles, different cells, and different bones. You'll bring your fingertips down and you're going to heel toe your feet closer together. Now keep your right foot where it is, bring your left foot back, angle your left foot in. Hands again can rest on your shin bones, maybe the hands on the tops of your thighs. And maybe you frame your right foot with your fingertips. Now my left foot is more forward than it is turned out to the back of the space. Then I'm going to bend my left knee and I'm going to lift the ball of my right foot up. I can rest my hands here on the shin bones. Find a deep stretch. We'll bring our right foot down and we're going to change it out. Here comes your left foot forward, right foot back. Framing your left foot with your hands. We can stay here for a couple of breaths. And then the option to bend your right knee and lift the ball of your left foot up. I'm definitely moving my hands back so I can feel safe and balanced. And then you'll bring your left foot down, step your right foot in. We are in a forward fold. Interlace the fingers back of your head. Draw your elbows to center. You're coming here into a tiny, tiny ball. And then release your fingertips down. Again, I'll turn to the side. Lift your heels and bend your knees. This is such a great quadricep stretch. You can have your fingertips down on the ground. You can interlace or wrap your arms around your shin bones. Which one helps you to feel more balanced? So then this is just as good as this. And if your arms are wrapped around your shin bones, just go ahead and bring your fingertips down. So notice my heels are lifted. I'm going to lift my tail. Then I'm going to bring my heels down. And then I'm going to lift my heels and again bend my knees. So this is the second set. Hands walk in. We can wrap our arms around our shin bones. Just a really nice option. or keep your fingertips on the ground. And then release your fingertips, lift your tail high, and exhale your heels down. Now with your heels down, separate your feet. They're about 4 inches from each other. Take your hands to the back of your shin bones, to your calf muscles, and then exhale. This is a deep forward fold. Your legs do not have to be straight. You're going to roll all the way up from here, reaching your arms out, head above your shoulders. Yes, yes, grab your left wrist and lean over to the right side. And then find your right wrist and lean up and over to the left side. We'll come to center. Just a couple more expressions. Stepping your feet out. And we're going to turn one heel in. So if you do yoga, this is called a warrior two. Heel to heel, heel to arch alignment. And I'm just going to rest on my thigh. And my feet feel a little bit slippery, so I'm going to walk that back foot in. And I'm going to reach one arm high. With that arm, I'm going to wrap around the back of my body so I can bring my gaze up. And then release, and you're going to push up here. Wiggle your toes in. And this is warrior two, second side. And my feet feel a little bit slippery, so I'm not going to go as wide. And I'm going to rest my forearm on top of this thigh, bring the top arm up, and then wrap it behind my body to open up through my shoulders. And then we're going to release here and then push back up those strong thighs. Let's go ahead and heel toe our feet closer together. Nice. And then bring your arms down just like we began. Roll your shoulders forward and back. And then one more stretch into our quadriceps. Take your hands high. Bend your knee. I'm actually just going to grab the heel of my shoe, drop my hip down, and take the opposite hand behind my back. Quadricep stretch. And then that leg, we're going to lift it up and interlace our fingers at our shin bones. Yeah, hopefully you feel solid, you feel balanced right here. And then slowly bring the foot down, find the other side. So again, I'm going to grab either the top of my foot or my heel. Yeah. Finding balance first, and then the opposite arm wraps behind my body. And then release that knee up, interlace your fingers. Relax your shoulders. Yes. And then release your foot down. And we'll just end our class with our hands to our heart center. With a big thank you, body. And thank you, everybody, for showing up, investing 20 minutes in your body, and as I always say, for your life. Up your arms out and step into the rest of your day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming.